Trash. 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 Trash in Palooza. Trash Palooza. That's what we're gonna call that. Trash Palooza. Now, my expectations was high. I had a high expectations for Wrestlepalooza. They boosted me up. You know what I'm saying? They had me boosted up and ready for unexpected events to take place on this PLE. That's what they did. But what they gave me was bullshit. They gave me that type of shit that squirt all around the toilet when you pooping. If you don't sit down on the toilet fast enough, it's all over the toilet seat and on the floor and on the wall. That's what they just gave me. Bullshit. Yeah. I'ma call it out for what it was. Now, I ain't gonna say that it wasn't some good shit in here, but the expectations that they gave us was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the PLE was more like a Monday Night Raw. It was more like a SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a regular event. Just put a name on it. Put a big ass, crazy ass name on it. That's what it was. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment. Because this was some bullshit. Huh? Yeah. Let's get started, people. Let's get started. I be the main event. Welcome to the main event. This is the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. This is Wrestlepalooza review. Man, the show kicked off with John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, which should have been, to me, this should have been a last match, because this match sucked the life right up out the crowd. It sucked the life out of me. I was down there sleeping after this match like I had no other concern. Like, what the fuck was this? What was this? John Cena got brutalized. I should have just watched AEW. Know what I think I should have did? You know, as a matter of fact, that's what I should have did. But me, being a diehard WWE guy, been a fan for WWF to WWE for a long time, I wanted to watch the show that I like to watch, and that's WWE. But they gave me some bullshit with this fucking match. And after this match, it was like I wasn't interested. I was not interested. The crowd seemed like they wasn't interested either, because John Cena didn't put up a fight worth a damn. Not worth a damn. Brock Lesnar gave this man 2 suplexes. I guess he shortened up the suplexes not to make sure John Cena didn't injure his neck or nothing, you know. Because those suplexes can do damage if you give, consistently. And John Cena ain't got that young body no more. 6 F5s and 1 in the end. And John Cena only did 3 AAs. So this was crap, man. This was crap. I thought John Cena was at least gonna put up a fight, but eventually, like, John Cena picks up the win. Now, where do this lead to? Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar back on the same accord. We got Survivor Series coming up. Brock Lesnar joining Division. John Cena joining Jey Uso and LA Knight. But Seth Rollins also got other enemies, right? So I can see 3 people now. I can see LA Knight, Jey Uso, John Cena, and if you want to add another 4, another enemy of Seth Rollins, you get Roman Reigns in there. So those 4 people right there. That's 4. They missing one more. Jimmy Uso. Maybe Jimmy Uso can join in. But we'll see. We'll see how the lineup be. We'll talk more about Survivor Series later on. But that look like what they're gonna do, and maybe Cena get his get back at Survivor Series. Then we had the Usos versus Division. And this was this was a good match. I ain't gonna lie. It was okay match. You know what I'm saying? It didn't put me back in the game though, cause that first match just took me all the way out. But Jey Uso ended up clipping. He hit Braun Breaker with the chair, and the chair bounced back and clipped his forehead, and he was bleeding all over the goddamn place. So the match didn't go longer than it was supposed to. The match supposed to went longer, but LA Knight called the match. I guess, you know, you got the thing in your ear, so I guess they told him to call the match. And also, news has been reported that Jey Uso suffered a concussion of some sort, or they're looking for a concussion. Make sure he's not concussed. So we'll see what happened there with Jey Uso. He might be out for a while. But yeah, a decent match. They only had LA Knight special referee to turn the thing into a fucking no disqualification match. You know what I'm saying? And it had LA Knight involved in it. And it supposedly told a story with LA Knight and Jey Uso, but like I said, the match never took place to get to it never got to get to the finish. So I don't know what they had in store for Jey Uso and LA Knight. Maybe they're supposed to have more interactions with each other. But the match was called off, so they had to pivot. They got to pivot on that. We'll see what happens. Division picks up the win. Jey Uso took the pin also. So we'll see what they do with that. Stephanie Valkyrie versus Io Sky in a nice technical match. Nice technical match. These women this match reminded me of Chris Benoit and Dean Malenko. Chris Benoit and Dean Malenko. This is what this match reminded me of. One of those type of matches. It was very technical. You know what I'm saying? And a decent match. It was a decent match overall. Stephanie Valkyrie picks up the win, and she's now your new women's champion. Women's world champion. CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. This a match, what I call the Tom and Jerry match, right? Because it was mostly cat and mouse, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much a cat and mouse game. And that's what Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins was playing on AJ and CM Punk. So they played mostly through the match. The first 15-20 minutes, CM Punk trying to make a tag to AJ Lee. Like, bro, that was too long for a fucking hot tag. That was way too long. But once AJ Lee got involved, the match pretty much went to a free fall. And it wasn't really no tagging in this match. Everybody was going after each other. Oh yeah, and the thing I didn't like about this match is that the women was getting to put the moves on the men, but when the men tried to put the moves on the women, it failed. Yeah, AJ Lee should have took a stump. But she did take a bump. She took a big bump off the table when they're supposed to did the double move on each table, but Becky threw AJ to CM Punk and he dropped Seth Rollins, fell on the table, AJ Lee fell, and then the fucking table buckled. It buckled twice. First it fell down, and then one part just buckled, and she went in the air like she been hit with a shockwave off Fortnite. So good, she's okay. AJ Lee didn't show me nothing in this match. She didn't show me, like, only thing she showed me is that it was a fight. That's it. It was a normal fight. She didn't show me no wrestling. You know what I'm saying? No wrestling. So I don't know what kind of skills she has right now. I don't know if she improved or she just the same old AJ Lee doing the same old AJ Lee shit from the Divas area. And we can also see this in Nikki Bella, right? They still pulling out the Diva move sets. They still wrestling like they in the Divas era, even though Nikki Bella is picking up on the new modern day style. But AJ Lee got to pick up on that modern day style of wrestling, because this is no longer the Divas era. So she really got to get in there and show me something. So hopefully we get some more matches and see what she can do. I really don't like the fact that AJ Lee is taking a spotlight from some people, so we'll talk about that in a separate video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button. and we gonna talk about it. So y'all also get down in the comments and comment what you want to comment, because I do respond to every comment when I get comments. But that seemed to be a big problem over here. I get less comments than anything. But anyway, CM Punk and AJ Lee picks up the win. Then we get the main event, Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. Oh, Drew McIntyre. Poor Drew McIntyre. Now, I can understand that they played it off with the injury. Drew McIntyre kicks the table and injured his leg. But I wanted to see that invisible pin. I wanted to see that. I think he did roll, if I'm not mistaken, he did roll Cody Rhodes up and the referee didn't see it. And he got there too late for the 1, 2, 3. And Cody kicked out. But I wanted that invisible pin. Like the referee take a bump and then Drew McIntyre get that invisible pin. When he pinned Cody for 10 seconds. And you hear the crowd going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? You know, like that right there. And maybe that could have played more into Drew McIntyre coming out strong in this match, because he been taking a lot of L's when it comes to the big title match. And I'm not digging that at all. I think Drew McIntyre deserved this win. I don't care if Cody just won the title. I don't care. Hot potato that motherfucker. Let Drew McIntyre win. Let's get that surprise. You know, that Wrestlepalooza surprise that Triple H promised us. Or was that his wife getting inducted into WWE Hall of Fame? That was the surprise, huh? So I wanted to see Drew McIntyre win this match, man. If he didn't win, I wanted to see that invisible pin. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where Drew McIntyre goes from here. I don't know. Maybe he try to still get a rematch. And who's next for Cody? Who is next for Cody? Who's next on the list? That's the big question, because Cody have ran through most of his competitors already. Maybe they do a call-up, or maybe he give somebody the opportunity that haven't had the opportunity. Let's get Shinsuke in there, man. Let's get Shinsuke in there. Shinsuke versus Cody Rhodes. Why not? You could do it on a regular SmackDown. Let's get Shinsuke versus Cody Rhodes. Let's get let's get Damian Priest versus Cody Rhodes in a respect match. You know, y'all know I don't really get down with the heel versus face versus heel type of gimmick. I do think heels can go against heels, and I think face can go against face. It make a very different dynamic to the show. And that be the unexpected type of matches. Because you be wondering, hey, they're going to turn in each other. Who going to go face or who going to go heel type of match. Or if the match going to come out in mutual respect. So we going to see what they do, man. Hey, Wrestlepalooza. I fell asleep on it. Had to come home and rewatch it a little bit. And that was it. That was it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Wrestlepalooza down in the comment. Woo! Monday Night Raw. We'll be back for Monday Night Raw. So let's see what take place on there. And we'll talk a little bit more. I'm thinking about going live, though. Hopefully I can go live tomorrow. Or Monday afternoon. Hopefully I can go live. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about Wrestlepalooza down in the comment. I'll be the main event. And I'll catch you all in the next main event. Peace. This show was ass, man.